So I made my coffee, and I drink cold coffee, and I went to put my coffee and cold foam and creamer back in the refrigerator, and the creamer fell out of my hands. I didn't lose too much of it, but now I've got a mess to get up. And it just goes to show you. Now look here. Look what just happened. I'm telling you, the devil don't want me to make this video because I'm going to be talking about church and the church that I grew up in. I'm going to be talking about the things that we did for Christmas back in the church that I grew up in. And the devil don't want me to make this video. But that's all right, devil, because as soon as I get this mess cleaned up, this video is going to be made. I'm not playing that. I'm not doing that with you. So, anyway, it just goes to show you that unexpected things happen. And I went to my daddy's yesterday. Yesterday was his birthday. And, Lord, it's all the way over here. I went to my daddy's, and Sunday, him and my mama had went to my son's house. And it's about 25 minutes away. But around here, we don't drive. If you don't have to drive at night, you don't drive because the deer are so bad. And you might want a deer, but you don't want to hit it with your car. So he was on his way home. They were on their way home, and 3 deer ran out in front of him. And he hit one of them. And he messed up the balance of, that's what they call it, is a balance. He messed up the balance of his truck. And he was just like, well, I'm just going to rip the thing off. I'm just going to rip it off. I'm not going to worry about it. And we were like, no, we'll get you one. Don't worry about it. He's like, no, don't you even worry about buying it. It's just a thing. I'm still going to drive it. He don't have collision. And it's a 1995 Toyota Tacoma. So you want it to look good. And then yesterday, me and my husband went to visit him and see him and hang out and took him some food and stuff for his birthday. Got him a biscuit, and when we pull up, the washing machine is sitting outside the door. Daddy's 88 years old. He don't need to be pulling no washing machine outside the door, but he did because you can't tell him nothing. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And he said, well, the old washing machine quit running on me. And I said, well, ain't that fairly new? Because I remember not long ago he bought the washing machine. And he says, yeah, he says about a year and a half old. And I said, okay, well, have you called him? And he said that, he had called Lowe's, and because that's where he bought it from, but they couldn't do anything for him. Well, did you call Whirlpool? Yeah, I called them, but they kept me on the phone about 25 minutes, so I just said, forget it, I'm going to go get me one. And I'm like, we're calling Whirlpool. This is the devil. This is the devil trying to get to you. First your truck, and now your washing machine. And he said, well, just sometimes things happen. And that's just, how we all look at it like that. Sometimes things happen. And I said, well, we about to work against the devil today because I'm going to get in touch with Whirlpool. And I did. And they seem to be making it right. They're going to send a serviceman out on Monday to fix it if they have the part that they need. And so I called him back after I had talked to Whirlpool, and I said, well, just hold on. We'll come down there with the hand truck, and we'll help you get this washing machine back in the house. And he don't listen. I've got a camera up there that's faced toward the back of his house because, they're elderly. I need to see what they're doing, making sure they're okay. And he goes out there and gets these two 2x4s about yay big, and he takes them out there and he puts them up on that washing machine and he maneuvers that thing around. And I'm watching him on this camera, and I'm like, I told you not to do this, but I can't call him because he's not near the phone. And he got the washing machine in the house, and but he's hard-headed. But anyway, that was twice this past week, that the devil's tried to work on him. And I understand things go wrong. Everything can't be hunky-dory all the time. But sometimes the devil gets in your way. And you just have to just knock him right out of the way. You have to say, no, this is not going to happen today, devil. So I have got my coffee made, and the camera fell 2 or 3 times while I was trying to film this. And then I dropped the creamer. I dropped it. I didn't lose a whole lot of it, but I dropped the creamer, so I had to get the mop and get it up. The devil don't want me to make this video that I'm wanting to make, which will be probably the next video you see, because I've got long-winded on this one about the devil. But don't let that devil stand in your way, because you have things you want to do, and you want to do it for Christ, and you want to do the right things and teach people and talk to people that already know Christ and the Lord and what he can do. So don't let that devil stand in your way. This was a whole video I was not expecting to do today, but things have seemed to happen, and I just thought I needed to tell you about it and about that washing machine. But anyway, thank you for joining. Keep the cross before you and the world behind you, and you're going to be all right. And I'll see you on the next one.